A cold English dawn presses against the thatched roof as a crowded peasant household breathes, stirs, and wakes together. Dawn seeps through smoke-dark rafters as a peasant household stirs, bodies shifting on straw mattresses pressed together. Inside this timber cottage, privacy is unknown. Every breath, whisper and movement shared beneath one low roof. The hearth never truly sleeps, faint embers glowing, while family members lie shoulder to shoulder, waiting for dawn. Outside, damp earth and animal pens release sharp morning smells, drifting slowly through the crooked doorway. A rooster cries beyond the fence, and the smallest child wakes first beneath shared wool blankets. There is little room to stretch, only careful movements, avoiding elbows, feet, and sleeping relatives nearby. The mother rises quietly, skirts brushing packed earth floor, feeding thin sticks into the waiting hearth. Smoke curls upward, escaping slowly through thatch and roof gaps, leaving the cottage scented with ash. Beside the doorway, a wooden cradle rocks gently, nudged by passing feet in cramped morning darkness. Livestock noises drift inside, a pig snorting, chickens scratching, reminders that animals share this humble shelter. Light grows slowly, revealing rough timber beams, blackened by decades of smoke and winter fires. Children stir from sleep, rubbing tired eyes, while older siblings shift carefully across the crowded floor. A single narrow window admits pale daylight, illuminating dust and drifting smoke suspended in quiet air. The father wakes last, joints stiff from yesterday's labor in the Lord's surrounding fields. Boots wait beside the hearth, cracked leather stiff with mud from damp village pathways. Breakfast begins simply, coarse bread broken apart, shared silently, while warmth spreads from the hearth. A wooden bowl of porridge passes between hands, each person taking modest portions without complaint. Space is scarce, yet routine has shaped every movement, each family member knowing precisely where to stand. A baby begins crying softly, the sound filling the small cottage without any corner to escape. The mother soothes the infant, humming quietly while stirring the hearth with practiced patience. Nearby, an elderly grandmother sits wrapped in wool, watching morning unfold through smoke and dim light. Her stories live quietly within these walls, memories of harsher winters and poorer harvests. Children dress quickly, pulling coarse linen shirts over chilled skin before stepping toward the door. Outside air rushes in briefly, sharp with frost and damp soil, before the door closes again. Inside remains crowded warmth, thick with breath, smoke, and the constant presence of family. Utensils hang along rough wooden pegs, simple tools used daily by many hands. A wooden table stands near the hearth, scarred by knives, bowls, and years of shared meals. There is no quiet corner here, only overlapping conversations, footsteps, and the creak of timber. Children chase each other carefully, laughter rising briefly, before parents remind them of limited space. The cottage roof rustles softly as wind moves across straw thatch, layered thick against rain. Neighbors' voices carry faintly through walls, proof that village homes stand close together. Privacy is not expected, for life here unfolds openly among kin and nearby villagers. A wooden chest opens slowly, revealing precious belongings folded carefully within. Clothing is simple, homespun wool and linen, repaired many times through careful stitching. The smell of damp wool mixes with hearth smoke and lingering traces of livestock. A hen wanders briefly through the doorway, pecking curiously before being guided outside again. These animals are not merely nearby, they are essential companions in survival. Every corner of the cottage serves purpose, sleeping, cooking, storing, and living together. Evenings bring little more space than mornings, only dim candlelight replacing daylight. Family members share stories quietly, voices low, while wind presses against timber walls. Outside, the village settles beneath fading sunlight and distant church bells. Within the cottage, warmth gathers again as the hearth grows brighter. Shadows stretch across beams, while smoke drifts slowly toward the thatched roof. Supper resembles breakfast, simple food divided carefully among many waiting hands. The smallest children fall asleep early, curled beneath blankets beside their parents. Older siblings whisper softly, careful not to wake those already resting. Outside, wind rattles the wooden door, reminding everyone of the cold night beyond. Inside remains crowded security, bodies close together, sharing warmth through long hours. A single candle flickers near the hearth before being gently extinguished. Darkness fills the cottage quickly, broken only by faint red glow from embers. Every breath becomes audible again, slow and steady in the shared night air. Straw bedding rustles quietly as sleepers adjust within the tight space. No locked doors exist here, no private chambers hidden behind walls. Instead, life unfolds collectively, every joy and hardship witnessed by others. The roof creaks softly as night wind travels across the village. Some remain awake longer, listening to distant dogs and shifting livestock. The grandmother whispers a brief prayer, her voice steady in the darkness. Faith and routine offer comfort, where material comfort remains scarce. Gradually, the cottage grows quieter as fatigue overtakes conversation. The hearth dims slowly, embers breathing gentle warmth into the packed room. Outside, frost begins forming across the village fields and narrow pathways. Inside, shared blankets and closeness protect the family from deep cold. Their crowded world may seem small, yet it holds everything they possess. Food, shelter, family, and labor all exist within these rough timber walls. Each generation learns early how to live without solitude or personal space. Patience, cooperation, and endurance shape daily survival inside such crowded homes. Morning will return soon, repeating the quiet rhythm of shared living. The same hearth will glow again, warming many lives within one narrow room. For these villagers, closeness is not inconvenience, but ordinary life itself. In medieval England, survival rarely meant privacy, Only warmth, family, and crowded shelter beneath a single roof.